He says, as we go live. Hello, gang, Colin here. Festa 67's workshop, and Dave, the airy cornflake himself.
Me, Dave. Hello, everyone.
Absolutely. Welcome to a bit of the old Workbench live for our good old friends, eModels.co.uk. Your one-stop shop for all your model making needs, just in case you wondered and all of that lot. And we will be continuing our little truckykins, mate. So we'll be doing a bit of that. But the most important thing is, welcome to everyone in the chat. So let's have a looky-loo to see who's in. We've got Mark Shellard in. Saying hello, Dave. Hello, Festa. How you doing, mate? If you can let us know as well whether audio and video's going out okay. I'll just quickly check my sound settings before I do anything else, just in case, because you never know. And it's something I forgot to do, Dave, before we went live, because I'm useless. So I'm going to bung that up now. And I'll leave that up for the stream just so that I can keep an eye on it. It looks all right. Panzer is in saying hello, Festa. Hello, Dave, and issuing yugs. Hello, Pans. How you doing, mate? Ross is in. The scale model Ninja says afternoon. Afternoon, Ross. How you doing, mate? I'd say hello to Ross and Panzer. PJ's in. Paul J. Lewis saying, good evening, everyone. How you doing, Paul? Are you on the Baileys yet?
Uh-oh.
That's what I want to know. If you're not on the Baileys, treat yourself, mate. Have a couple of Baileys, mate. You deserve it.
Or is that just a bottle with a straw in the top?
Yeah, I'll go in the Zoom later and he'll be sitting there going, oh, that's not said. And it'll be, it's your fault. You and your bloody hat. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's me saying hello to the chat friends. Jeff Light is in. Good evening, Cole, Dave, and everyone in the chat. Hello, Jeff. How you doing, geez? Hope you're doing all right, mate. I'd say hello to each other there. We've got Shellard in the chat, says Paul J. Lewis. Mark says Sir Lewis wants to sit on the nerdy table in the front. Oh, does he? Ah, because Mark said earlier Lewis is in. I thought it was too quiet. Yes. Yeah. Sir PJ of the Lewis and his shiny carness. Yeah.
Oh, wow,
David JM says, good evening, folks. Hello, David. How you doing? Stefan Last is in, saying good evening all. Hello, Stefan. How you doing? McLeish is in. He says, well. He says, it's Statler or Waldorf themselves. We've done well, mate. We ain't had a wibble, Dave, have we?
Not yet.
We was chatting a little bit before we went live, and we haven't had a wibble yet, Dave. We've not had our Wednesday wibble, mate.
Oh, but there's still plenty of time.
That bodes well, doesn't it, now? That bodes well, doesn't it? We ain't had our Wednesday wibble. And he says, shell shock. He says, I mean, Shellard. See what he did there. And, yep. Andy says, Lewis and Mr. Shiny Car is on the bolts. So everyone's saying hello. And Andy says, hello to everyone else. Jeff Light says, audio and video is good. Thank you very much, mate. Yeah. Atoll is in. He says, I am within. What I want to know, Atoll, is why you weren't first, mate. I want a full written explanation for the error of your ways.
Ooh,
yeah. Yes. James is in. Evening, Colin, Dave, everyone in chat. Festa and Dave Uggs. Hello, James. Lovely. Love to you, Alicia and Shania, mate. So, Dave, most important things to ask. One, how's your mum?
She's good.
How's your week been so far? And then have you done your question of the week? Because Atol's in and he'll be wanting to be first, won't he?
Right. Question of the week before everybody else gets in is what's in or what is about to go in your bellies? What have you got on your benches? And most importantly, what is your beverage of choice whilst watching this show?
Absolutely. I've got my extra strong double tea bag cup of Rosie Lee in there, Dave.
Good man.
Yeah. Everyone's saying audio is crisp, but video is good. Not see the individual grey hairs on Colin's chin. Yeah, I know. My beard's going grey. Bless. Yeah.
Oh, God, that's the only colour I've got.
Yeah. Fox says, "Hi kids, I may not be about much but I'm listening in. Hugs to all." That means he's playing Xbox. What you playing on your Xbox, Fox? So, Dave, should we do a bit of bench cam, mate?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll have a little shifty down to the bench so you can see what we're up to, and we are hopefully going to get some more work done on the old truckykins. It's finishing up day for this one, mate. It's
I think so. I've got a couple. I found a base.
Good, because you was desperate to do a base, wouldn't you?
I'm not quite sure what this one's come from.
It's a Warhammer base, mate. It's a 120 by 90 Warhammer base. Damn, I'm so far in that hole, ain't I?
You're so far in that hole, you're never coming out.
Damn, I said all of that out loud. That is from your, what's his name, Orc truck thing that we done.
Oh, the Snatch Wagon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, I really need to get out, don't I?
Yeah, so I'm you too. You are in need of getting out.
Yeah,
So,
I need to get a lot.
I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do for ground effect on that at the moment.
Where it's a quarry truck, so why don't you do gravel?
Yeah.
Gravel and rocks, because it's in a quarry, isn't it?
Yeah, I've got some basing stuff that I never use. So I'll dig that out.
There you go.
So I just need to do a little bit of paintwork on tarpaulin over the barrels.
Yeah.
Fix the hook, fix this in place, fix the door on, or put the window in the door.
Yeah.
And put the lights on. And I think we'll be finished.
Absolutely. McLeish says, "That's okay, Colin. You should have a skunk beard like mine, black round the edges and white in the middle. Oh, you're Pepe Le Pew." Yeah. Al says, "Sorry, Festa. My reason for being late is I've been moving my bed from across the room to sideways against the bedroom wall, and now my girlfriend is returning from Oxfordshire tomorrow." Oh, happy days, mate. Has your GF got a name at all?
Yeah.
Rather than refer to her as GF, unless her name is Gail Francis, of course, then yeah, you know. James has got a belly and bench. Alicia's homemade tuna pasta baked bench is Lego mock dragon and beverage Pepsi.
Mark Shellard has got Cornish pasty.
Oh, is he?
And Tango dark berry.
Oh, mate. Road trip.
Paul, belly, steak and chips later.
Oh.
Road trip. Definite road trip. Steak and chips.
Oh, mate, I'll be saying to him in the hangout later, "Do you want to plop your steak out, mate? I want to have a look." No, that sounds wrong. Moving on.
Bench, nothing.
Yeah.
Bench, closed until New Year.
Good man, mate. Yeah, you could do with a break, mate. You've done a really good 12 months of work there, mate. You should give yourself a pat on the back. I think a PJ Lewis 2023 calendar of all your shiny cars would be nice, because then I can open it and each month I've got something to throw my darts at. all meant in the best possible taste, of course.
And for beverage, he's got nothing.
Oh, nothing. Oh, happy days, mate. Fox says, "I heard all of them words you just said, whole boy." Yeah, I just blurted out exactly what the base was, didn't I, mate?
Yeah. There was no stopping you. You was in there like Flynn.
Mate, the enthusiasm, Dave, was there, wasn't it, mate? Steve says, "Good evening, all." Sir Andy McLeish, he of the Rupert them and the semi-raised pinky finger.
Oh, he's definite Rupert.
Belly, he says, is a bacon and egg sandwich with brown sauce, 4 mugs of coffee, 1 can of Monster, and an helping of German Leberkuchen. There you go.
Yeah.
Sounded German, that, didn't they?
He did. He did. Right. Just wait. Athol is just wait till you find 20 space wolves howling off your shelves and brush your mane at Festa. Ooh,
yeah. Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, no worries at all. Good name. Mark Shellard says there'll be no getting your meat out, please, Festa. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you leave your meat where it is.
James says it wouldn't happen to be Emma Watson, would it? He's a Burke, isn't he? Because Al was saying, yeah, his girlfriend's name is to do with the Harry Potter main female star. There you go.
Stefan, bench, unreachable.
Oh
dear.
Oh dear.
Oh. Wonder why that be then. There will be sandwiches, accessories as yet undecided.
Oh, nice.
Beverage, peach flavoured iced tea.
Oh, nice one. Iced tea. Has he been round McLeish's gap, has he?
I was about to say, these two been doing stuff.
They've been doing the Pims with the cucumber sandwiches and the crusts off on the veranda, ain't they?
Yes, and sticking a little pinky out, you know.
Absolutely. I was on about getting some fried rice and kung po sauce, he says. Happy days.
Ooh.
Ross, he says, belly later will be a full roast beef dinner with Yorkshire puds, roast tatties, cauliflower cheese and carrots. Bench is a 72nd scale Catalina Black Cat. Gets in there. Sarah Jane is in, saying hello, Colin and Dave with huggage. Hello, Sarah Jane. Hello, my darling. Hope you're keeping well. Atoll says, yeah, James, it's her in person. Yeah, welcome to the world of Atoll. It's a nice imaginary little place that you live in. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Absolutely. Right, what was we going to do? We've had some bit of rain marks and bit of asphalt road dirt, but I think we could have just a smattering more. So we'll have a bit of that going on. What else have we got here? Let's have a looky-loo what we got in here. James says, I thought she was already married. Yeah. Yeah, bit of decay. We can have a bit of that. Steve says on his bench he's got the Ryefield Models tank tracks. Get in.
Ooh.
Get in. I'll have some of them on the bench. Well, I would say Sunday, but it's Christmas Day. It'll be New Year now. That one will be back. I might actually get the tracks done during the Christmas break, something nice and therapeutic. I'll just take them on a tea tray into the lounge, can't I? Sit and do them. Okay, what was we thinking, Cole? Have you a bit of him? Actually, we'll have him a bit of that. Would that be too heavy? We'll see. We'll see. Al says, no, she's married with 2 kids and thinks me too old. 69 going on 70 next month. Yeah. Absolutely. He says, the 18th. He says, don't forget me card. Yeah, good pimpage there, Al.
What card?
Yeah, it's his birthday next month, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Stefan says the reason that his bench is unreachable is that the office hobby room is a mess. Yeah, it's that time of year, mate, isn't it? Where did I put it? Oh dear. Come on, Cole, where'd you put it? Is it? Oh, there it is. Wait. We get there in the end. Don't be like Festa. PVA mix. That's what I thought. There's a microphone there, Cole. Don't smack it, mate.
You're doing well tonight, aren't you?
I am, mate. Yeah. So, Festa, what kind of day are you having? That would be an ecumenical matter. It's all good, mate. And we want... Don't forget, folks, links are in the description for these kits. If you want to grab one and have a buildykins with us, you're more than welcome to head over to eModels and slap one of them bad boys in your basket. You can even slap it in your basket, Dave.
Yeah.
I'm
sure they'd be too pleased.
Yeah. So you got yourself a free bit of spider pig there.
Ooh.
One saying hello to the lovely Sarah Jane. I would say to Sarah Jane, so what are you hoping Santa brings you for Christmas? But that'll probably be 55 cases of Malibu and everyone's stash. Hung a little bit of PVA mix just in front of these arches at the back, only along the bottom edge, just ready for when a bit of pigment goes on there. He says, didn't want that paintbrush, Dave.
Oh, you're not throwing your paintbrushes around again, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. Get the rubber band out in a minute, mate. There you go. Just a smattering is all we want. And I've got one brush with the PVA on and one with the pigment, just so that, yeah, you don't contaminate.
Hang on, what's this multitasking?
I know. Scary, Dave, innit? Take note of all of this, folks. They're doing multitasking today.
When did you get the multitasking upgrade from?
I don't know, but I'll tell you something, Dave, it weren't cheap. Let's just move that out the way over there for now, because I don't want to get that all over there. Where else would we have it? Front wheels flicking up. There's going to be some against the edge of that battery box there on the leading edge of these beams. Not too much, just enough to have a wee bit of a smattering. Because Albert's quite conscientious, you know, and he, having been told off by his governor and had his 6-week sulk, he's coming round now, Dave.
he's
Yeah.
conforming, is he?
Yeah, he's conforming to the way that his boss wants things done, reluctantly, of course, because those that know that Albert is a bit stubborn. He's a bit of a wily old dog. But his boss has said to him, "Oi, Albert, no, now you will behave. You will do as you're told.
Yes.
Don't stare at your boots in you know, sulkykins." So, yeah, he's had his meeting without coffee, Dave, as our Albert. Kevin is in. Kevin Stevens. Hello, everyone. Hello, Kevin. How you doing, mate? I hope you're doing all right, mate.
Hello, Jackie, if you're in the background.
Yeah. So we're just applying a wee smattering of dirt and detritus because we can. Oh, the concentration already, Dave, is scary, isn't it?
I know.
So what you got left on that bad boy then, Dave? I've been rude and I've not asked you, so come on.
I'm painting the tarpaulin in a kind of a canvas colour.
Yeah.
So I've got that to finish off. I've got the tow hook to put on the chain.
Yeah.
The back assembly's got to go on the chassis.
Yeah.
Put a door on. Put some lights on the front. And,
Yeah.
and I think
Oh, mate, you've made good progress then.
Yeah, I've done a few bits
Off air.
off air.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, well, hopefully I will get it as close as I can to a finish tonight.
Well, yeah, you can always do a little bit off air and just put posters up in the eModels Facebook, can't you? So, yeah. That's all I'm going to do. I'm going to put some photos of the finished kit up on the eModels Facebook page so that folks can have a looky-loo there, as well as all me group and all of that lot. This is predominantly for eModels, so they get first looky-loo.
Yep, I can do that. That's not a problem.
So we'll have a bit of that going on.
Yeah, and I can have a play around with me rocks and stuff as to where I'm going to put on the base as well.
Yeah. You go.
Put some dust effect over the tarpaulin as well, just so that it kind of blends it in.
Knocks it down a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit too new at the moment.
Oh, is it? Oh, it's new. Ah!
Yeah.
I'll get my coat.
Yeah, I think you should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've got a bit of that.
Well, it's got to go on the front. So that can be the next bit to go on.
Yeah, absolutely, Paul. Yeah, Sarah Jane, send some pictures of it and we'll post them up in the group, darling. Because, you know, we like to see your work. What do we want? Want a bit of gloopy on there because keep knocking that one barrel off. And a bit of gloopy glue down there. Probably have some super glue put on it at a later date.
Right.
I've got them big clumsy Festa fingers. That's what it is.
Oh dear. Right.
So we got, that's the asphalt. We'll get rid of that. Let that settle for a moment. Then we'll come back and we'll put some decay under there. Paul says, that's the Sarah Jane. Steve says, son's on his way home from South Wales. A 7-hour trip has turned into 9. He started at 9:22 this morning, but someone got hit by the train. Oh, mate, sorry to hear that.
Ooh, that's not good.
Yeah, it's that season, isn't it? Yeah. That's the one thing, and it is,
Yeah, not there.
It's a shame. Always a shame because it's a life lost, isn't it? Yeah. Let's get rid of that off of there.
Not right. Oh, right. Okay.
Bring that back on there. Right. I don't need that.
Okie dokie.
We've done that. There's a couple of... I don't need to do that because they're done. Redress some of the bricks is another thing I want to do. So let's have a looky-loo to see what we can do with them. Oh, what colour. Let's just try some. Just to see whether that works as an idea. Where did it go? There it is. There. Al says he's going to email me next week. Yeah, no worries, mate. Not a problem, mate. We'll sort something out, fella. Let's get my super duper small brush, which is just there. Panzer says someone is a Stollen stealer. Oh dear. Who stole your Stollen, Panzer?
Oh.
Just want to do some of these bricks individually, just to add a little bit of tonal variety, Dave.
Oh, get you and your tonals.
I know, it's good, isn't it?
You're sounding suave and sophisticated.
Sounded all McLeish then, didn't I?
Yeah, start calling you a Rupert and all.
Yeah. I said that whilst thinking of eating sensations.
Sensations are for Ruperts only.
Yeah. Are they Rupert's chocolates, are they, Dave?
Yeah.
I can see how this is going to go with Andy. He's going to start calling us names. I can feel it. I can feel it coming, Dave.
Oh, I'm sure he will.
Panzer says, no one would dare thieve my stollen. Oh, is that a challenge? Anyone out there that works with Panzer, when his back is turned.
Yeah, do us a favour.
Yeah. Andy McLeish's going, shut up, Dave. Yeah. 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 I think you've been pre-warned there not to mock him. Oh. See, I'm gonna sit here and take the fifth on the level of Andy's Rupertness because, yeah.
Rupert.
I mocked him enough over the sensations, so because you know he can get me back for prawn vol-au-vents at the end of the day. So do like a prawn vol-au-vent. Oh, I want prawn vol-au-vents now, Dave. All I'm using for this, by the way, folks, on some of these stones is a little bit of Agrax. No, that's Reichland. Is that Reichland? Yeah, that's a bit of Reichland fresh shade. Just doing a few of the random bricks back to a slightly terracotta colour. And when they go and dry off, it'll just give them a little bit of variety. Sarah Jane says, Colin, if Andy gives you grief, let me know and I'll kneel him in the Cairngorms. Poor Andy. He comes in here out of the kindness of his heart and he gets mocked.
Well,
I'm saying that because I think that's exactly what Andy will be saying to his computer screen at this moment in time.
no, he's a Rupert.
Panzer says, just for that, I might scoff some stolen in the hangout later. You scoff what you like, mate. I don't mind. I don't mind, mate. What is scoffed in the hangout stays in the hangout. See what I did there?
Oh, I miss it.
Yeah. Have you a bit of that? Yeah, Sarah Jane, you're right there. Andy does have his little pinky out when he's eating his little finger, Dave. Yeah, I knew you went quiet for a reason.
One sticks one's finger out, does it?
Yes, the pinky. Yeah.
Such a Rupert.
Does he do that Rupert laugh when he's got his pibs and cucumber sandwiches? Yeah. You can just imagine that, couldn't you? Chuckledy, chuckledy, chuckledy. Yeah. Yeah, he's now raising his fist at his computer monitor, isn't he?
Oh, he's not having a stroppy poos, is he?
I'm so going to pay for this. I know I am. Next time you see me, I'm going to have a black eye and a flat nose, and it'll be, yeah, I bumped into Andy, his right hand. Yeah. Told me what he thought of my mocking he did.
Oh, really?
Pardon me.
Multi, Vicar.
Marcy's in Scale Model News saying afternoon all.
Hello, Hugh.
Afternoon news. Hope you're doing all right, my darling. Lovely to see you in. And all of that. Always nice to see news in, isn't it, eh?
Mm.
Always nice to see her in. And he says, look what I found. Yeah. Bless. Picking on me, Sarah Jane. He's making rude gesticular signs to me as emojis.
Oh.
But hey ho. Hugs issued to Muse. I always wanted to drop that because I drop that every time. It can stay there now.
Mm.
That's that packet of lenses gone flying again. They spent more time on my floor than they have in their case. Note to self, put them somewhere where they're not in the way, Carl.
Mm.
A few little bricks under there. This is just to try to give it a little bit of variety. Because where you go over it with the pigment powder, it can flatten some of the colours back down. And I just want to bring the odd one out. Andy says you bought that on yourself with your long-handled spoons and the vol au vents. Yeah, I know, mate. It's karma, Andy. That's what it is, mate. It's one of those, I have them sat there thinking, yeah, I'm never going to knock them flying. And every time I spin round my chair, I knock them flying. So they are going to be moved somewhere a bit safer. I've got to pick them up because I've got to roll my chair in and I know what will happen. So the grabber of goodness is getting employed yet again because that's what I do. And they're going to live now in that drawer. Decided that they're getting relocated now.
Mm.
There you go. But if they're on the floor, I'm going to risk running them over and I don't want to break them. Right. There you go. So, yes, folks, this time next week, Santa would have been, and you would all have your latest treats sitting there that you want for Christmas. So, hopefully you all get from Father Christmas what you want.
Ooh.
What do I want from Father Christmas? Peace and love is what I want. I want people to get on with each other. I'm turning into a bit of an old Ringo Starr style hippie, I know, but yeah, just want the world to be a better place and people to just play nice. Be nice, wouldn't it, for a change?
Well, yeah, it'd be very nice.
You know, if I could have everyone win the lottery, I would. But you know, someone's got to go out and work, I suppose. And yeah, but, yeah. Obviously, you know, politically and things like that, you know, you don't want the wars to carry on. So hopefully that gets put to bed, so to speak.
Not on yet.
So, yeah.
Right.
But sincerely hope everyone has a better 23 than 22's been. So if you've had a bad year, you've got our sympathies, and hopefully next year is a bit better for you all. Let's have a bit of that. We can have a bit of known. Bit of our Grax, just to bring them into play. Dominique is in, says hi to Sarah Jane and everyone else. Hello, Dominic. How you doing, mate? This is good evening, or this evening. How you doing, Dominic? Hope you're doing all right, buddy. Nice to see you in, mate. Muse says, I'd like to win our lottery and buy an island. Could you imagine it? She'd be sat there like Dr. Evil, wouldn't she? Welcome to my island lair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't know. do if I won the lottery.
I'd be frightened, Dave. And here's why. I've done the lottery a couple of times when Euro Millions has been on. But it's one of them. We're all working class people. So if we go out and buy something for 50 quid, we appreciate it, don't we? Because you've had to work hard for your 50 quid to go and get it. And I worry that if I won the lottery and I won that 100 million, would I become one of them people that has no appreciation of how real people live? Bit like Rishi and his Sunak, where he goes, I can understand the cost of living crisis. Well, his wife's a billionaire. He's got millions himself, so how can he? I wouldn't want to lose that sense of value for things, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what frightens me about winning the lottery. Would I change? Would money change me? And that, I wouldn't want that.
I think that's one of the reasons why I don't tend to do the lottery, but I do the postcode lottery.
Yeah, Helen does that one.
Right, the payouts are nowhere near the same, but
yeah, you know, I'd like to have enough to pay off my mortgage and enough in the bank where H doesn't have to go out and work all the silly hours that she does, you know. So, yeah, but I wouldn't want 100 million. That would frighten me. If I won 100 million, I'd probably give 90% of it away, to be honest with you.
I think for me, enough to pay the mortgage off.
Yeah.
Enough to have some work done at home.
Yeah.
To, if possible, have an extension so that I can move myself from being under the stairs to having it.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, I'd like an underground bunker as a man cave, Dave. Proper, you know, yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what I would like. I'd like to have the extension out of the side to the end of the garden, which is probably about 20 feet.
Yeah.
But I would like to have a basement, a dungeon, and have one of those fancy neon signs.
Yeah.
With Dave's dastardly dark dungeon.
Yeah. I'd like to live in one of those disused MOD nuclear bunker type things deep underground, Dave. Yeah, I'd be in my element, mate.
Then I can go out and buy a proper acoustic drum kit and have that down and have it all, well, not soundproofed, but sound deadened.
Yeah. Yeah, but then they'd be wondering what the seismic events are, Dave. You know, they'd be going, oh, that bloke's got his drum kit out again, and he's doing his Phil Collins.
Yeah. Enough to buy a new car and enough to put some aside for the old retirement.
Yeah.
And that'd do me.
Yeah. Just enough money to live comfortably, but not extravagantly. Because, you know, I'd be genuinely worried that I would end up changing. And that frightens me because, you know, if you go out and buy a model kit, you appreciate that cost X, Y, Z, and, you know, you respect it, don't you? But, you know, we've all heard the stories of footballers lighting cigars with £50 notes. I wouldn't want to turn into that type of person.
No, no, God forbid. No, I don't even want to consider that.
Yeah. Hugh Gordon is in saying hello. Hello, Hugh. He says, seasonal greet, Colin and Dave and everyone in chat. Hello, Hugh. Lovely to see you, mate. And sincerely hope, mate, that you have a wonderful Christmas, mate, and a prosperous New Year, mate. So have one for me, mate. And, have a good one, mate.
I'm sure he will.
Absolutely. Go. Just the odd random one. Right, he's going to go that way round. So he's going to have a bit of known on a couple of these because he's got a bit of an oil leak on his lorry.
Oh,
So we're going to have a little bit of known oil just on the ground where his lorry's been put. Although he's cleaned it, Albert hasn't noticed that he's got a very slight oil leak. Don't want to go too. Yeah, don't want to go too mad. So we'll just do a couple more of them. See how they dry off. That'll let me put a bit of engine oil underneath the sump. Even though you're probably never going to turn it upside down, but no, it's there.
Yep.
We've got a bit going on that one up over there. Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Athol says that's my problem in 23. Start spending cash to accumulate cash. Yeah. Absolutely, mate. It's one of them. Yeah, you know, I do the Euro Millions when it gets to an extravagant amount. But I would, like I say, you know, you would do the obligatory money to Great Ormond Street and things like that. But I would probably invest in a few model-related businesses, to be honest.
We got a syndicate at work for the Euro lottery. So when it gets over the 100 million, we start playing.
Oh, right, yeah.
I think there's about 18 or 20 of us.
Mm-hmm.
So if we have a win, it's going to be divided up between 18 or 20 people.
Oh, right, yeah.
So
happy days.
Well, last time we won a princely sum of £6.
Oh, really? Ah.
Yeah.
You was mightily impressed then.
Well, yeah. Well, but then you got to be in it to win it, you know. Mind you, if we do, there's going to be a mass walkout from IT.
Atol says the Irish lottery is tax-free, Dave, but smaller amounts. Top prize is 250k. Oh, that's good. Andy McLeish says Dave's a dastardly dark dungeon. Next thing you'll know, he'll have torture racks, leather masks, and ball gags. Yeah.
No, I will either buy a proper acoustic drum kit.
Yeah.
Or I will go for one of these fancy Fandango electronic drum kits that look like an acoustic drum kit.
Yeah.
Not that I've looked into this.
Yeah, because you've got the old drum kit, because you do the old Cadbury's chocolate advert with the gorilla, didn't you?
What?
Yeah, that's why we call Dave the Silverback. See what I did there, Dave?
I have a go and I try, but
as long as you're happy, mate.
Phil Collins can rest easy. I will not be applying to be his drummer or the drummer of Genesis.
Yeah, that's a bit like when I try to go all Jimmy Page, mate. It don't work, Dave. I get a better sound out of my guitar kicking it across the lounge than I do playing it.
Oh, right.
But in my mind, I am doing a guitar solo in the middle of Wembley Stadium under the spotlight, and I sound brilliant. But yeah, it don't, mate.
No.
Have you recorded yourself yet, Dave, and played it back?
I'm too scared.
Yeah, I was going to say I did that once with my guitar, because I have Guitar Rig and Native Instruments Guitar Pro, and it's basically all the guitar effects in a rack on your computer that you plug into. And I was giving it the beans, and I thought, oh yeah, this sounds mint, mate. I'm going to record this bad boy. Don't. Is all I'm going to say. Don't. You will be disappointed, Dave. Oh yeah, I really did think that I was proper getting it, and it was like, yeah, the difference between
I think there's a setting on the controller box of the electronic drum kit that enables you to record yourself.
Yeah.
It's I'm not pressing that button.
Yeah.
Mind you, there is some. Oh, there is an awful lot of therapeutic value just banging the living daylights out of the drum kit.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. I would thoroughly recommend. I mean, back in the days when I used to work, after an hard week at work, a bit of death metal on the guitar was a great stress reliever. Just don't record it.
I've had a go at
Yeah.
trying to do a drum along to Metallica Enter Sandman.
Oh, really? You went all Lars Ulrich, did you?
Yeah, I've kind of got the opening.
Yeah.
Roughly down to pat.
Yeah. How did it work out for you? Was you pleased?
And after that, it kind of goes to pot.
Yeah. Yeah. Good one to try though. Enter Sandman, I must admit.
I have no dreams of grandeur and being on stage or anything like that. It is purely something that I've always wanted to do.
Yeah.
And because of doing long service and got enough points in the bag that I was able to get one from Amazon.
Yeah. Oh, it was a good purchase. Don't get me wrong. It's just one of them, mate, isn't it?
Yeah, it doesn't come out very often, but when it does, it's put the headphones on and just go for it.
Yeah.
Right.
As long as you're happy, Dave, that's the thing. And at least with that as well is your neighbours aren't getting kept up at night with heavy drumming, are they? You know, I mean, I've got an acoustic kit here left over from when Cal lived here, and yeah.
Yeah.
And H loves going out and giving the beans, you know. Luckily, it's in the conservatory, so that's pretty soundproof out there. But I'll be back in a minute, she goes, and you could hear her. It's like she's who cut you up on the way home? Yeah. Bless her heart.
Mind you, there are a couple of extras that I want to buy for it.
Oh, what, the extra drum pad?
An extra drum pad and an extra cymbal pad.
Yeah.
But they told me that what I was going to buy wouldn't fit.
Oh, right, yeah. Can it be modified?
I thought, why didn't people want to tell Dave that it's not going to fit when they don't realise that Dave's got a 3D printer?
Yeah.
I've already designed the brackets that I need to print off.
Oh, you're so clever, Dave. I'm so proud of you.
I've only done that because I know for a fact that if I told you, you would just say, why didn't you 3D print it?
Yeah.
Like,
have you called it a real obscure name like Dave's Clamp?
No. I've not called it nothing.
Oh, so we got the naming criteria now then. Excuse me.
Clampage. Oh, that sounds a bit.
Yeah.
That sounds like something Fox would get up to.
Why did I just shake a pigment powder?
I have no idea.
Oh, you need to get out more, Dave. I really do, don't I? Muse says, real drums, Dave, or no drums, Dave. I'm lucky, Marcy. I've got my boy's old Premier drum kit sat in the conservatory. And yeah, H does like going out and giving it the beans. She gets all Keith Moon, Dave, she does.
I bet. I would love to have an acoustic drum kit.
Yeah.
However, I have a very small house and I have got very limited space. So
Yeah.
I can't have one because I can't have it set up all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So getting the electronic one, all right, yeah, I know for the purist it is not a drum kit.
Yeah.
but it kind of fits both worlds.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason Cal didn't take it to his apartment is because he's in an apartment. He's got people above and below him. So it made sense keeping it here, which cheered me and H up because, yeah, it's like... Yeah. The eldest boy plays bass and a bit of keyboard. We're like the Partridge Family, but we don't sound anything like them. Yeah.
No. Well, no, you wouldn't want to.
Yeah. God, I'm showing my age now, when I Partridge Family. Do you remember that? Is he still alive, out of curiosity, David Cassidy, or did he sadly depart this world?
I think he's still with us.
Yeah, I honestly don't know whether he's still with us or not. We lost Cherry Hall this week, didn't we? The guy out of specials. He died of prostate cancer, bless him, yeah. And the keyboard player out of Charlatans, he's sadly departed as well.
They're all dropping at the final hurdle.
Yeah, so... Yeah, there's still hope for Mr. Gadd. I'll leave it there. Let people Google who I mean.
Well,
There's still hope that he'll turn his toes up by the end of the year, but yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, someone like that will just keep going.
Live forever, don't they, them sort of people, mate?
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. Jacqueline Crochet is in, saying good morning. Morning, Jackie. How you doing, darling? Just did that, didn't I? I just put that in the bloody... Yeah, Wally Wilkinson. What are you like?
Wally. That's something what a Rupert would say.
Yeah,
Wally.
it was a bit Rupert-y, Dave, wasn't it? Yeah. Apologies, folks, for my Rupert saying. Bit of rust in there.
You would expect from McLeish.
It's just pick on McLeish Day with you, Dave. It is, isn't it?
Well, I've got to pick on someone, haven't I?
He's wronged you in some way, hasn't he? Bless him. He's going to be sat there going, my only crime today is to come in and support these two in their live stream endeavours, and I've been mocked for my trouble. I can see it now.
Oh, I'm sure he's going to have a wibble about it.
Dare I say it, I almost felt sorry for him, Dave.
Ooh. That's getting a bit...
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Do you think I need to learn the error of my ways, don't I, Dave?
I think you do.
Yeah. A little bit on there.
Scale Muse is saying David Cassidy died on her daughter's birthday in 2017.
Oh, did he? Yeah, I didn't know, Marcy, whether he was still around, darling, but yeah. But he wouldn't have been that old then, would he? He must have only been, 60, if that? Oh, bless him. See, I had my sisters... one was a Bay City Rollers and David Cassidy fan, and the other one was a Donny Osmond and the Osmonds fan. And if you can imagine the sibling rivalry in our house with two hormonal sisters in love with these artists, yeah.
Oh, God. I know what it was like with my sister and the Bay City Rollers. Oh.
Yeah, it was proper, Dave, and yeah. The rows and hair pulling them two had over who was better, Donny or David. Yeah.
You can imagine.
Yeah, it was, yeah. Of course, now they would deny it, but yeah.
Oh, they would deny it vehemently.
Oh, yeah, but Dave, it was so funny. Used to proper get into it, they did. It's like, really? Come on, get over it. Dear.
Imagine your mother between the two of them trying to pull them apart.
Yeah, Marcy says he was 67. Oh, was he? Still not old, though, is it, Dave, in this world, you know? But, I mean, Terry Hall was only 63, Dave. You know, it's, yeah. Keith Richards is still going. His DNA needs to be put in a laboratory somewhere, doesn't it?
It does. Oh,
Him and Ozzy Osbourne need to be cryogenically frozen, don't they?
Yeah. Jackie is saying belly will be gammon, homemade wedges, and peas.
Oh, nice one.
Muse is saying I am totally guilty of liking David Cassidy and the Bay City Rollers. Oh,
Good girl.
yeah.
My sister would still be able to sing the Bay City Rollers fan tune. So, yeah.
Oh,
And she did shed a tear when Les McEwen died, bless her. Oh, my Les has died. And I went, you got a new fella? No, she said, my Les, oh, love of my life. I went, bloody hell's this Les bloke? Yeah. I was like, really? Oh, yes, she says.
yeah.
Because, like I say, in their world, you know, if they went to see a concert and the singer looked at the crowd, as far as they was concerned, he was looking at them.
Well, exactly. Yes.
And I can imagine Musey sitting there going, yeah, that's true, mate, because when I went to see him, he looked at me and sung to me. No one else, just me.
Yeah. Yeah. Musey's right here. Keith Richards, Ozzy, and Mick Jagger are drinking the same magic.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, I'd love a shot of their DNA, Marcy, wouldn't you? Not in that way, but yeah, you know what I mean. Whatever the magic juice is that them guys have had injected. Yeah.
Mm. Well, still to be rocking at their ages, crikey.
Oh, you've got to take your hat off to them, haven't you? Let's be honest, you know, because
yeah.
when you listen to Keith Richards and that play, they've still got it, Dave, haven't they? Let's be honest, you know, they can still rock out a tune, can't they?
You know, the Stones fill stadiums around the globe.
I saw them at the Stade de France during the Voodoo Lounge tour that they did many years ago. And for all of it to say, but the band sounded flawless, note perfect and really gritty. But even back then, Mick was getting a bit tired with the voice. You know what I mean? He was straining a little bit. Whether that was because the sound guy hadn't calibrated things as they should, but the band drowned him out a little bit, you know.
Oh, and he was trying to compensate.
And it was a shame, but it was still a great concert, don't get me wrong. And I would thoroughly recommend to anyone, if you haven't seen the Stones live, go and see them live whilst you still can, folks. It is, all right, an expensive show, but, you know, they are these days. But I don't think you'll be disappointed.
Yeah, but someone like the Stones is worth it because it's going to be value.
Kevin can have an house point because he got it bang on. Yes, it was Susie Q, mate. Yeah. Yeah, we're thinking of that all-in-one catsuit. What do we do now, Dave? Yeah, Susie Quattro, a sophisticated Kate Bush, and Debbie Harry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Funny you say that. I was just about to mention Debbie Harry.
I'm now focusing on my bench and my brushes to take my mind off of.
I need to clean your brush.
Yeah. I see what you did there, Dave. Good segue, mate. Proud of you, mate. What was I looking for? He says, deflecting the issue most graciously there, Dave, don't you think?
I'm doing my best here. I'm concentrating on the brush cleaning.
Oh dear, why do I not believe you saying a word you're saying?
I'll stir this dinner anymore.
Yeah, Muse is not a big enough fan for that investment. It is an expensive show nowadays, Muse. I saw prices recently and I was shocked that they had gone up like that. I mean, it's, you know, you're talking nearly 300 quid, Dave, to go and see them. That's serious money, isn't it? Let's be honest.
It's a lot of money.
You know, and yeah. So, yeah. I mean, even back then when I saw the lounge tour, I think that was 175 at the time.
Mind you, Stefan's come up with a good one. My teenage music crush was Kim Wilde.
Oh, good shout. Kids of America. Yeah. Kim Wilde. Yeah. That's a good shout, mate. Yeah, go with that all day long. It's a bit too dark, Colt. Bush in the Babushka video, Dave, dressed in that chainmail outfit. Oh.
Just cut Bush.
Wing. Yeah, we're turning into dirty old men now, Dave, aren't we?
We are, right.
But yeah, I think at that age that Susie Quattro was out, yeah, I was what, 8, 9, 10 years old, and it was like, I'm in love.
Debbie Harry and Denis.
Oh, yeah.
Say no more. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink, and all of that, Dave.
Yeah. Yes.
And we can darken that back down with a bit of known then. Always been too much. Oh, yeah. Always has been too much for them at 300. It's not even a good seat. Yeah, that's right, Marcy. It's going to be right in the digs. You know, if you want to be down the front, you've got to do nearly $1,000. Easy. And, you know, no band's worth a bag of sand, Dave, are they? Let's be honest.
No, not at all.
You know, so... Not in the modern world of mobile phone footage and YouTube. It's like, yeah. Unless you go to a Bob Dylan gig and you have to lock your phone in a specially provided pouch.
Hey?
Oh, yeah, that's his thing, isn't it? No phone concert. It's like, yeah. Like, come on, Bob, you've made your money, mate.
Yeah. It's either that or wait until one of them does Glastonbury.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you
Well, what's his name? Elton's headlining it this year, isn't he? Glastonbury, because it's his end of the road tour that he's stretched out for the last 4 years. And it's his final British performance. So, yeah, he's headlining this year.
I won't be watching it now.
You're not a fan, no?
No, don't particularly like him.
He's
I get that some people, you know, like his music and all the rest of it, but he's just not.
I'm going to be controversial and say it's about time he stopped because, yeah, the live shows are extravagant, but again, the voice is not up to it. I think his better days are behind him.
Oh, his voice is leaving him behind, is it?
Yeah, and that's not me trying to be nasty or anything like that. It's just, yeah. Yeah, my mum likes a bit of Elton, you know, and she's always been a staunch defender of anything Elton, you know, but even she says, you know, oh, he's straining a bit there, he's struggling a bit. It's like anything, you know, he's what, 74, 75, I don't know, but, you know, there comes a time when you've got to go, yeah, time to stop. And yeah.
Yeah.
So, Marcy says, yeah, they'll die on tour. Yeah, they will. I would say 2 of the loudest bands I saw would be Motorhead and The Who.
No.
Yeah, no, I was lucky enough I was to do Live Aid 1. And yeah, it's one of them.
I watched some of that on the telly.
Yeah.
On the grounds I was too tight to buy a ticket and get a train ticket up there.
Oh, one of my uncles did security up there, so I got in.
So,
you know, so...
I'll put that in there.
So yeah, it's one of them. But again, bands that were good in their day, you know. But you know, a 70-plus Daughtry singing "Teenage Rampage" just doesn't have the same effect now, does it? Bubba O'Reilly, you know, it's.
Yeah.
I die before I get old. Yeah. Still could rock it, you know, still good, you know, but bands and longevity now, you know, that's going to be a thing, isn't it? Because can you see many of the current artists been around in 30, 40, 50 years?
No.
You know.
I think it will be something a bit special if some of them last.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Feel better. Fine.
Yeah. David JM says, my sister liked Donny. I preferred Slade. Yeah, I did like a bit of Slade.
Oh, yeah, a bit of Noddy and Slade.
Yeah. Not Christmas till Noddy Older says it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit of the old come on, feel the noise.
Yeah.
Yeah,
a bit of Roy Wood and Wizard.
yeah.
Yeah. Good era of music. And you see some of them old tunes come on video, and you sit there and watch them, don't you, reminiscing?
Yep.
Do you know next year, Dave, will be the 50th anniversary of Merry Christmas by Noddy Older?
Good grief.
Yeah. That sums it up, doesn't it?
It does. Oh, dear. Oh, what about Sweet and Ballroom Blitz?
Ballroom Blitz, yeah. It's a Ballroom Blitz, yeah. Bit of that. Just a minute.
And then you got the inevitable Queen and Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Bless him. Bit of Freddie. He was a great performer and showman, let's be honest. He really was.
He'd within minutes, he would have the crowd in the palm of his hand, and he just, that's it.
I think, bless him, had he still been alive, Dave, I think he would still be a showstopper.
Yes.
Yeah, no, but... Sparks, yes, says Hugh Gordon. Yeah, that was the brothers, wasn't it?
Yes, and it was This Town Ain't Big Enough for the Both of Us.
Yeah.
I think that was the only one that they had, wasn't it?
No, they had quite a few tracks, mate. They're still going.
Oh, good grief.
Yeah, it was the brothers, wasn't it? The keyboard player developed that really starey phoner, didn't he?
Yes.
But yeah, Sparks, yeah, This Town Ain't Good Enough for the Both of Us, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you had Slade, you had Wizard, Mud. Do you remember them? Tiger Feet?
Oh, yeah, Mud. Shawaddy Waddy.
Yeah, that was it. Shawaddy Waddy, yeah.
The Wombles.
Yeah. Mark Bolan and T-Rex.
Yep.
Children of the Revolution. I loved that record. Keith says Dire Straits were good. Yeah, bit of Mark Knopfler, Money for Nothing. Yeah.
Telegraph Road.
Yeah. Yeah.
Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah. Again, another great guitarist, finger-picking guitarist, like Lindsey Buckingham, plays without a pick. Another good guitarist I could listen to all day long is Jeff Beck. Live at Ronnie Scott's. It's on YouTube. If you get a chance to watch it, folks, go and watch it. You won't be disappointed.
Yeah, a bit of Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah. Yeah, and of course, Christy McVie sadly departed the world, didn't she, recently?
Yeah, she's sadly just gone.
Clean that off later, Cole. Okay, says Mike Oldfield, Moonlight Shadow. Yeah, blimey, Mike Oldfield.
Tubular Bell.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Everyone knows Tubular Bells, don't they? Yeah. Do you reckon that was his nemesis, that album? Because it's the only one anyone ever remembers him for, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's also the album that set Richard Branson off.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because he used to sell records out the back of a little minivan, didn't he?
Yeah, and he was the only one that went with it, and everybody else was turning it down left, right, and centre, and he went with it. And
yeah,
I've just been slightly put off by Keith's comment. Ooh, Stevie Nicks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, now you're talking. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Cavorting around the stage in one of her flowy little outfits. It's like, yeah. It was the way she used to look at the camera with that naughty but nice expression, Dave. You know the one I mean?
No, yeah.
Yeah, you're trying not to think of the one I mean. Fliss Kendall, Dave. Think of Fliss Kendall. Come on.
Yeah. So, to bring us down with the bump, Richard Thomas Scale Model World. Oi, 26 watching, 17 thumbs up. Come on, guys and girls.
Yeah. Yeah, all helps with the algorithms, folks.
What? There you go.
There you go. All right, let's get rid of that. Out the way. All right.
Panda's saying Tubular Bells, the only thing I can sing at karaoke.
Is it really?
Panda and karaoke, that's kind of disastrous, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I suppose that depends on how much sauce he's had before.
I've got this image now of Panzer in a full-blown Vegas-style Elvis suit. I just can't help believing. Giving it the beans with a curly lip. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Conjures up an image, Dave, doesn't it?
It does. Oh. David's come back with Dennis Roussos. Oh, good grief.
Dennis Roussos, yeah.
And Hazel O'Connor.
Oh, yeah. What was that? Oh, Breaking Glass, wasn't it? That was it.
That was from the film Breaking Glass.
Wasn't it? Yeah, Hazel O'Connor. Yeah. Oh, Bennett, yeah. Remember that.
Stephanie's saying to Hugh Gordon, absolutely loved Sparks. They were the ones that got me interested in music when I was about 8 years old.
It was the Mayle brothers, wasn't it? Sparks, if I remember rightly.
Yes. Then got into electric side of pop in the early 80s, but still a Sparks fan.
Yeah.
Oh, here's another one. It's slightly classical.
Yeah.
Jeff Wayne's War of the Worlds.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Remember that, yeah.
With Richard Burton doing the narration.
Oh, Richard Burton, yeah.
Well, it depends on which release you get, because I can't think of his name now. Liam Nielsen.
Liam Nielsen, yeah.
It's done because he did he did a revisit to it, and he brought some different people in,
Yeah.
and updated it a bit.
Made it updated, yeah, because a lot of people won't relate to Richard Burton now, will they? Because he died in 84, didn't he? Bless him.
Yeah, but I still.
He was only young as well, wasn't he? He was only 58 when he died, Richard Burton. He had a brain hemorrhage, didn't he?
Yeah, something like that.
You know, again, not very old age, is it, really, when you think about it? But he did live a very colourful life, didn't he?
Yeah, very colourful.
You know, he did burn it at both ends, so
I think Liz Taylor wore him out.
yeah. Yeah. Never saw the fascination in her myself, but there you go. Each to their own, I suppose, isn't it?
Joan Collins from the Stud.
Yeah. Is she still alive, Dave?
I think she's still going.
Is she really? Yeah, Ron and Russell Mayle, says Stefan Last. Yeah, I had a feeling it was the Mayle brothers for some reason. Name, yeah.
Keith's come back with Pet Shop Boys, It's a Sin.
Yeah, good shout. Good shout. Yeah.
David saying Eagles.
Yeah, Hotel California. Classic tune.
Definitely.
I love the guitar solo in that. Another one, Freebird, Lynyrd Skynyrd. Oh, what a track.
Yep. I've said Telegraph Road.
Yeah, Dire Straits, yeah. Pink Floyd, yeah, Dark Side of the Moon, yeah.
Smoke on the Water.
Deep Purple, yeah. Stairway to Heaven, Led Zeppelin.
Yep. Cool. Pink Floyd, yeah. Kev Stevens is saying EPL, Fanfare for a Common Man, yeah.
Yeah.
Paul is saying bands I've seen in no particular order: Black Sabbath, Deep Purple, yes, Pink Floyd, Tangerine Dream, Saga, Kraftwerk, all Kraftwerk.
Yeah.
Iron Maiden, Frank Zappa, Kiss, Rush, Judas Priest. Oh, that's a blast. Judas Priest.
Judas Priest, yeah. I remember seeing them at, what's his name, Hammersmith Odeon.
Yeah, and many, many others. Yeah.
Iron Maiden, Metallica. They were good live, Metallica. Absolutely brilliant. Again, go and see them, folks, if you can. They've still got it. That's what I mean, you know, bands like that now, you know, they're all getting older. You look at AC/DC, Brian Johnson and that, you know, they're in their late 60s and 70s, you know, and they're all getting older now, folks, you know, and...
Yeah, crinkly rockers, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's a shame, you know, but we all get old, I know, but... Yeah, we're going to end up losing a lot of really famous artists quite quickly, aren't we? Because we were rather spoilt, weren't we, in that generation for such a variety and taste of music out there.
Well, my introduction to AC/DC was Highway to Hell.
Yeah.
Probably the same for a lot of people, I would have thought.
Yeah. Keith says Dire Straits, Tunnel of Love, Mark's solo at the end is amazing. Absolutely. I think he is one of the most underestimated guitarists, isn't he, Mark Knopfler? You know, when people go top 5 guitarists, they always throw in the same people. And I thought, I sort of sit there sometimes and I think, well, no one's mentioned Knopfler. No one's mentioned Lindsey Buckingham, Jeff Beck, people like that.
They throw...
It's always Jimmy Page, isn't it? And Jimi Hendrix, and
Eric Clapton.
Yeah, slow hand, yeah. Hank Marvin, another great guitarist. Make a guitar talk. I'll throw a few electronic acts in there, says Stefan. Ultravox, Devo, Depeche Mode, Yazoo, Soft Cell. Yazoo. That was Alison Moyet and Vince Clarke, wasn't it? Yazoo. Yeah, I remember them.
Yeah, I remember Ultravox.
Ultravox and his Vienna, yeah. Soft Cell, that was, what's his chops? Was it Mark Ullman, if I remember rightly? Soft Cell?
Yes, I think it was.
Tainted Love, wasn't it? Soft Cell? Yeah. Something like that.
Yes. Oh, God.
Hugh Gordon says, seen the Beach Boys, what's left of them? Another great band. Good shout, Steve. Carlos Santana, another great guitarist.
It will come to me eventually.
David J.M.'s The Doors. Yeah, that was Jim Morrison, wasn't it? The Doors, yeah. Oh, what was it? Yeah, Light My Fire, wasn't it? Yeah, Come On Baby, Light My Fire, if I remember right. Controversial lyrics, wasn't he? Bless him. He died young as well, didn't he? The 27 Club, wasn't it, Jim Morrison? Yeah. Yes, Hugh. Yeah, Jules Holland, he says, is another good gig with his big band. Get a chance, Hugh. Google Jules Holland and Lemmy from Motorhead on TFI Friday doing Good Golly Miss Molly. Yeah, Lemmy doing Good Golly Miss Molly in Full Metal Bass Dave with the Jules Holland's band. Brilliant. Google it, YouTube it, watch it and listen. It's Lemmy out of his comfort zone, absolutely killing it with Jules Holland. It worked. It really worked. The crowd loved it.
Another one for you, Simple Minds.
Yeah, that was, what's his chops? Jim Kerr, wasn't it? The Scottish fella.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, and his Simple Minds, yeah. You too. Do you remember them? Are they still going? Bonio, wasn't it? Or whatever his name is?
I don't know. I think I know who you're on about.
He went all political, though, didn't he?
Yeah,
For some,
did.
yeah. Yeah, he went all sort of Bob Geldof and all of that, didn't he? That's another one, Boomtown Rats.
Oh, Boomtown Rats.
Yeah.
I don't like Mondays.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of oldies. This is the problem, David. We all remember bands of our era, and it's quite funny that it stops at bands of the 80s and late 80s, doesn't it? You know, there's, yeah. Mark King, wasn't it? Level 42, yeah. Remember him? He played slap bass, didn't he?
Yes.
Had a very distinctive way of playing, didn't he?
UB40.
Yeah.
Simply Red.
Yes. Mick Hucknall, yeah.
ELO. Jeff.
Yeah. Jeff Lynne, wasn't it? I mean, the only 90s bands I actually bothered to go and see, believe it or not, were Blur and Oasis. I saw both of them, and dare I say it, very good shows they were as well.
No, I wasn't really sort of into Blur or Oasis or any of that.
We're also forgetting Nirvana and the Foo Fighters, aren't we?
Oh, yeah, Foo Fighters.
You know, Dave Grohl, very, very talented musician. One of those people that can pretty much get a tune out of a mattress, couldn't he, that bloke? You know, we all love him to bits, but we all hate him with his ability of being able to play anything and everything and get a note out of it. But good luck with him.
David's come in with a couple. Diana Ross, Lindisfarne, and the Carpenters.
Yeah. Michael Schenker Group, yeah. Joe Satriani, Mr. Potato Head, yeah. Ian Jury and the Blockheads.
Oh.
Hit me with your rhythm stick and reasons to be cheerful. Part 3.
Yeah. Boomtown Rats, I don't like Monday. Mary of the Fourth Form.
Yeah. Yeah.
Looking After Number 1. Oh, God. Can't think of any more now.
Yeah, Fox is saying that one of the best gigs he saw was John Michael Jarre, Europe in concert. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I got to see Satriani do a few sessions, Guitar Expo. Stevie Vai, yeah. Some great talented people out there, isn't there? Yeah. Are the Schenker Group still going in one way or another? Because I think, wasn't it the Scorpions that they was in, and then Michael went off and did the MSG project, then Cozy Pal and a few others. I don't know whether the Scorpions ever reformed, or whether the Schenker group reformed, or whether he's just doing his own thing. Panzercat says couple of classics there: Sting and the Police and Madness. David says about Chicago. Yeah, remember Chicago?
Cozy Pal and his drum solo that he did on Top of the Pops. That was what got me.
Dance of the Devil. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what got me into wanting to play the drums.
Yeah. He sadly died in a car crash, didn't he? Cozy Pal in the early 90s, bless him.
And when I asked for a drum kit, I was told not in my house.
Yeah, I can remember that track because it was on one of the compilation albums, wasn't it? And it was like, yeah, it was getting played everywhere, Dave. When it, like you say, he came on Top of the Pops and did it, didn't he? And it's like, how's he doing that?
Yeah, it was. That was it. That was what I wanted to do.
Yeah. Paul J. Lewis says, yes, Schenker MSG is still recording and touring. Holy moly. And I'll bet he still sounds good and all.
Right,
absolute brilliant.
Or two, because I'm going to hit the air dryer.
Keith says, Tony, Orlando and Dawn. Good shout. Bit of Cream as well. Remember a bit of Cream. I did like a bit of Eric Clapton. If I was feeling in a peaceful mood, it would be a bit of Hank Marvin, just to hear, you know, a bit of the old guitar talking. But I mean, proper old school self-taught performers, weren't they? A lot of them. What have we got up there? Yeah, guitarists I've seen live, says Paul J. Lewis, Al Di Meola, John McLaughlin, Paco de Lucia, Stevie Vai, Satriani, Schenker, and many, many more. Panzer says, for those wishing to Alexa, folks, we have Rick Astley and Nick Kershaw. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, God, Nick Kershaw, yeah.
Rick Astley's still going, though, isn't he?
Yeah, Keith. Yeah, I saw that recently because she's been turned down for parole, isn't she? And he's saying the Boomtown Rats, I don't like Mondays. The girl who did the shooting is still in prison. Wasn't that 78, 79 that happened, or 1980? Was it the same year as John Hinckley and was it John Lennon got shot? Was it the same year or was it the year before? Stefan Lars says the Scorpions have a Swedish drummer these days named Mickey D.
I think that was 77, 78.
Yeah.
Because I remember the Boomtown Rats being played when I went up to the Lake District with the school. It was the only thing being played in the dormitory.
Yeah. True story, wasn't it? It was the school shoot. Was it the school shooting? The girl at the school? One of the first recorded school shootings we heard about in America, in the UK, wasn't it?
Yep.
Panzer Cat says, yeah, that late 70s band, the Rubettes.
Yeah.
They was the ones with the big white hats, weren't they?
Something like that.
Do you remember Gilbert O'Sullivan and Bobby Crush, Dave? Do you remember them two, the piano playing geezers, wasn't it?
Yes. Gilbert. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, Keith. Another band, sadly, I totally overlooked then, was Meatloaf. Yeah, very nice. I'll tell you something. He may he rest in peace. He was very good live, wasn't he?
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. Evan Stevens says Darts with Daddy Cool. Yeah. Darts, remember them? They was out around about the same time as Rocky Sharp when the replays. Do you remember them? I Know a Girl Named Ramanama Ding Dong.
Yeah. Now, I don't know, some might remember this, but the Tourists with Annie Lennox.
Annie Lennox, I Only Want to Be With You, Dave.
Yep.
The leather lady, wasn't she, back then, with the peroxide blonde barnet?
Yeah, and I think that's where she met Dave Stewart. I think.
Yeah, it was, because he came on as one of the session guitarists, didn't he? Because their original guitarist was taken ill or something, and then they went off and formed Eurythmics, was it?
Yeah.
It was Annie Lennox, if I remember rightly.
It was.
Hugh Gordon says, yeah, Selector, Secret Affair and the specials, etc. Yeah, sadly, Terry all died, Hugh, didn't he, this week, mate? Bless him. Human League, yeah, that was, what's his chops, wasn't it? Phil Oakley. Oakley, was it? Or Oakley or Ocky or whatever?
Phil Oakley. I can't remember the names of the two girls that was in it, but apparently he met them in a hairdressers or something. I don't know.
Susan and Joanne, if I remember rightly. God, how do I know? Oh, yeah, I need to get out more, don't I?
Well, I don't think we'll investigate that one any further. I think I know where that was going to go.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Moving on. Doctor and the Medics. Do you remember him?
Vaguely.
Spirit in the Sky with the Anadin sisters.
Yeah, vaguely.
Stefan Lars says he loves Madness. He's got all their albums.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like all of their stuff, but the popular stuff like Driving My Car.
They're still going though, ain't they? Madness sucks and that. Yeah.
Yeah. Squeeze,
yeah. Yeah, bit of Squeeze.
Yeah.
Wham, says Panzer Cat. Jeff Light says Fleetwood Mac. Yeah, likes a bit of Fleetwood Mac.
With a comment like that, Panzer, you're fired.
I'm so glad you said that. I hope people remember that this is the day when Panzer finally admitted that he was a Wham fan. Oh, I'm so looking forward to the hangout.
Oh God.
Selector, remember them. Buster Blood Vessel, Bad Manners Shoe, good shout. Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
Gary Newman and Our Friends Electric.
Yeah. True by Army, wasn't it? Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. Because Our Friends Electric was one of his songs, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. God, Buster Blood Vessel, yeah. Bad Manners. He's still with us, isn't he, Buster Blood Vessel? I think he's still going, Dave.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Hey, good old Jackie. Racy, do you remember them?
Oh, good grief.
Lay Your Love on Me, wasn't it?
Yeah. One from the 80s. Carol Decker.
Chipow. Yeah. Yeah. The other one from that era. Transvision Vamp with Wendy James.
Yes.
Yeah. Jeff Light says Christine McVie sadly passed a few weeks. Oh, yeah, I was saying that earlier, Jeff. It's a shame, innit? We're gonna be hit with, I think, a wave of people from that era sadly departing because they're all getting on now, aren't they?
I think the only one that really scared me on Top of the Pops was Susie from Susie and the Band.
Susie, yeah, Susie Sue, wasn't it? Yeah, her and Budgie, wasn't it? The guitarist, yeah, great name. What's your name?
Yeah.
Budgie. Sweet, yeah.
Sex Pistols.
Yeah. Public
Stranglers.
Image, yeah. Oh, Stranglers. Didn't another one of those sadly depart recently? From the Stranglers. Was it Jet Black? Was it Jet Black that sadly died?
I
can't remember now. It was one of them. Old early David Bowie's issue, absolutely. Panzer says Dexy's Midnight Runners. David says Toya. Paul J. Lewis, she's back with another brilliant artist. Alice Cooper. Again, another person that did a great live show spectacle.
Yeah, I remember watching Toya on Wilcox. I didn't dare move.
Boney M as well, yeah. Yeah, Toya Wilcox was one of those where you used to dread your mum when she came on Top of the Pops. You used to dread your mum saying, "Can you get up and make me a cup of tea?" It's like, "Can I wait, Mum?" Toya's just been on. I really need to wait.
Well, it was either Toya or it was Sarah Green from Blue Peter.
Blimey, yeah. ABBA. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. $1 Billion Babies was a good album, yeah. Who was the other? Was it Rock Follies, Dave? Do you remember them?
Yes.
And Gossip, the dancers on Kenny Everett. Oh
Dear. Because that was, oh God, what's her name?
Sarah Brightman, wasn't it? Andrew Lloyd Webber's spouse.
No, it was the one before that.
Pan's People? No.
No, what was her name? Oh God.
Cleo Rockus.
Oh, good grief.
Do you remember her?
Who doesn't?
Yeah, Cleo and her rockers.
Oh, Arlene Phillips.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know the one.
Arlene Phillips and Hot Gossip.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, because she went on to do the, what's his name, Dance with the Stars or whatever it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Jeff Light says Pussycat. Yeah, Mississippi, wasn't it? That track that they had out.
Yeah.
That was out the same time as David Soul, Silver Lady, wasn't it?
Oh, here's another one for you. Baker Street.
Oh, what's his chops? Yeah. Was it Jerry Baker or something?
No, Jerry Rafferty.
Jerry Rafferty, that was it. Oh, thinking of Jerry. Baker Street, yeah, of course, yeah, duh. Got the name of the track mixed up with his name, yeah. Jerry Rafferty.
Apparently, he made quite a nice living on that particular track.
Well, it's like Noddy Alder's pension's been solely paid for by the royalties from Merry Christmas, everybody.
Well, yeah.
Gloria Gaynor, says Panzer, yeah. Sarah Brightman and Starship Troopers, yeah. Hugh Gordon says Legs and Co. came after Pan's People. Yeah, remember that.
Yeah. Here we go. Bucks Fizz.
Yeah. Because you used to spend all week looking forward to your favourite act coming on top of the pops, and then they would say, and now Pan's People would be like, lesser of two evils. One, you wanted to see your artist, and you was miffed that they weren't on, but then you did get to see Pan's People, so...
Well, yeah. Rod Stewart says Panzer.
Yeah, bit of Rod.
Jackie comes out with Adam and the Ants.
Oh yeah, he's still going as well. Adam, he had his struggles, didn't he, with his mental health for a number of years. Bless him, but he's back on tour and doing his thing.
Panzer, I remember the song, but I don't remember Private Dancer.
Tina Turner.
Yeah.
That's who sung that, wasn't it? I'm your private. Yeah, I won't sing it because, yeah.
No.
Do you remember Jennifer Rush with The Power of Love, Dave, the leather lady?
Oh, yes, yeah. And you had Huey Lewis on The Power of Love.
Yeah. Huey Lewis and the News, yeah. New Order, Blue Monday is one of my favourite tunes, yeah. Oh. That had an absolutely brilliant video along with Peter Gabriel's Sledgehammer, wouldn't it? They was very iconic videos in the MTV era, wasn't they?
Now, if I remember rightly, the people that did the video for Sledgehammer were the same people that did Morph and Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah. Aardman Industries, wasn't it?
Yes. Morph on Tony Hart.
Yeah. Classic. Why are we doing Morph impressions?
Vision On. There's another program for you.
Vision On. Yeah.
In the gallery.
Yeah. Right. We've got that going on. We got that going on. A little bit of wear on them hooks. So, books, yeah. That's it.
Oh, yeah,
Bucket.
that one comes out with Frankie Goes to Hobbywood and the Power of Love. Yes.
Yeah. Two Tribes as well, wouldn't it?
Yes, I remember Two Tribes because I was going through basic when that came out.
Relax that got banned by the BBC, wasn't it?
Yeah. Or was it Relax? I can't remember now.
Yeah, Relax, wasn't it?
Yeah.
David Essex. What a blast from the past there, David.
Yeah.
Jackie's coming with Howard Jones. Yeah, blimey. Yeah. Yeah. Garfunkel, wasn't it? Simon and Garfunkel. Do you remember them?
Yes.
Yeah, Aardman Animations. That was it. I knew it was Aardman something.
Can't think of any more now. I think I've run out.
Yeah. Angela says, I spent 30 minutes trying to remember Tina Turner. Yeah, I remember Tina Turner.
XTC.
XTC, yeah.
Only making plans for Nigel.
Yeah. Do you remember OMD, Enola Gay?
Oh, yeah. Orchestral Manoeuvres in the Dark.
Do you remember Curiosity Killed the Cat?
Yes.
They were the only band that ever had Andy Warhol appear in one of their videos, weren't they?
Yep.
Because he died not long afterwards, if I remember rightly. Hot Chocolate. Good shout.
Oh, blimey. Errol. Was it Errol?
Errol Brown, wasn't it? Yeah. Roxy Music with Brian Ferret. Was it Ferret?
Brian Ferry.
Oh, Ferry, sorry. Brian Ferret. Burke.
Oh, here we go. Jackie comes in with Alvin Stardust.
My Coca-Cola. Yeah, I love you. Yeah.
David comes in with the Cars.
Yes. Do you remember that rather creepy Green Cross code advert that Alvin Stardust did? Hey, you, are you out of your tiny little mind? It's like, yeah. Creepy man dressed in leather with school children.
Yeah, I like Paul's one. Tonight's hangout will be called Club Tropicana and will feature Panzer, the Wham fan.
Oh, yeah. I bet Panzer's sat there now, mate, in his white Wham T-shirt with Choose Life written on it, with his George Michael wig on. Yeah. And I bet Panzer can do the dance as well. No, did I just do that like I did, didn't I? Yeah. Yeah, let's not do that again, Cole. Power of Love, says Keith, by Jennifer Rush. Yeah. Whoa. Swing.
Yeah, swing. Toya, swing.
Some absolutely brilliant bands and acts that people have come up with in there, mate.
Oh, yeah. It's been a proper classic trip, isn't it?
Panzer's laughing because I said Brian Ferret. I thought, yeah. Sarah says, leave Deputy Panzer alone. Yeah. Bee Gees, there you go. How could we forget Barry and his brothers? Yeah, the Bee Gees, folks.
Saturday Night Fever, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. That was an absolutely cult movie, wasn't it? Saturday Night Fever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they did a follow-up, didn't they? Was it Staying Alive? Was that the follow-up to it, if I remember rightly?
Sure. I don't know. Because it was John Travolta, wasn't it?
John Travolta, yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
And everybody went out and bought a white suit.
How many geezers did you used to see walking down the street in a white suit and used to be you?
Oh, Jackie's come out with a good one.
Costello. Elvis Costello in the attractions. Yeah. Bill Withers, Olivia Newton-Bomb. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, let's get physical, Dave. Can you remember the video for that, mate?
Yeah. Too right, I can.
Can you remember that with fond memories, Dave?
Mm-hmm.
Moving on. Yeah. Well, folks, I think I can safely say that I've done my little truck day.
I'm pretty much happy with mine. I've got a little bit of weathering to do, but I'm just waiting for the sticky stuff to go off.
Yeah, I've kind of been a bit more focused on the chat than the model, but I'm just going to go solo. Yeah, there you go, folks. I'm reasonably happy with that. There's a bit of different colours on the slabs and that. You got your barrels, you got a bit of weathering on the wheels, bit of lightening up with some dark edges on the paving slabs. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with that, to be honest with you. It's a nice, fun little build to do. Albert's sitting in there looking a bit happier than normal now. You got your barrels on there, your barrel stacks, your bucket. So yeah, I'm reasonably happy with that little bad boy. I've still got to find my little sticks to put on there to go across the top for the wood and the sandbag to go on the corner. But other than that, the main model's done now. So I'll bung some photographs up in the eModels group for that bad boy. And yeah, got a nice little bit of wood effect going on the barrels there as well, folks. So I'm happy with that. So that's my one. Do you want to go full screen, Dave? Let's go and bung your full screen and let the world see your wares. There you go.
If I get the camera down a little bit more. There you go. It's almost there. We've just got a little bit of weathering to do and a little bit round the door to finish off, but it's easy stuff to do.
Yeah, it's getting there, mate.
I've done a prime on the base.
Happy days.
Probably going to do a ground cover, and then I'll dig out some rocks and stuff. And I don't quite know what I'm going to do, but I'll think of something.
Yeah, it's just going to be a gravel road or gravel, like quarry effect, isn't it, Dave? But yeah,
it's got the old scratches and chips, and it's looking decidedly second-hand.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely.
I hope the guys at eModels will like that one.
Absolutely, folks. Yeah, it's different. They've been different little builds. The people are saying that they're looking good. Thank you very much for the feedback. Paul J. Lewis also says another band, Sticks. David says Kansas. Panzercat says Samantha Fox.
Yeah, she was better on page 3 than me.
Yeah, Jeff Light says great work. Yeah, I'm kind of liking it. It's simple, it's different. Simple 3D printed base, job done, isn't it? Happy days. So that'll get packed up in the container of Centre eModels goodness. And they'll, David JM says, well done, lads. Nice models. Thank you very much, mate.
Thank you very much.
We're gonna take a break now, and the eModel streams will be reconvened in the new year. I'll get in touch with them and find out what we want to be done next and get that all sorted out. So yeah. Hopefully you've enjoyed the builds, peeps. Massive thanks for keeping us company in the chat.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Before we go, we'd like to say thanks for your support in 2022 for the guys at eModels. Thanks for letting us come on and build these for you. It's been a total pleasure. And hopefully we'll be back in the new year. In the meantime, if you'd like to grab these, the details are in the description of the video. Head over to emodels.co.uk and slap it in your basket. There's loads of other stuff on there that you can have a looky-loo at. Until the next one, we'll love and leave you. Have a great Christmas, folks. And we wish you all the best for 2023. Stay safe, everyone, and we'll catch you in the new year.
Bye. Stay safe, everyone, and keep well. And happy Christmas, happy New Year, and happy travels and safe travel.
Absolutely. Stay safe, folks. Bye-bye for now. Bye.
Bye.